Hello and welcome to day 3 of the 1000 Days No Code Challenge. Alright, let me ask you something. Have you wondered how these apps collect your information so smoothly? It could be username, email ID, password, phone numbers, or dropdowns, dates, anything. You fill out a form, you select an option from the dropdown, check a checkbox, and voila, it works, right? Today we are going to learn how to add input elements for text-based inputs, dropdown, radio button, or checkbox. We'll also see how to add date and time input elements and a few more. By the end of this video, you will have tools that will enable your users to interact with your app smoothly. Without wasting any time, let's get started. So as mentioned, today we are looking into input forms or interactive elements. As the name suggests, this is to take input of text type. This is the first element, which is called input element, and this is meant for single line text. Okay, this could be used for text, email, password, integer, decimal, address, and so on and so forth. Now I can type what should be the placeholder, which will inform the audience as to what they have to fill here. Let's say, for example, name. So as mentioned previously, this is meant for single line input. Now we have multi-line input. Okay. So this element could be used for names, email addresses, passwords, phone numbers, or title of the projects, and so on and so forth, where you know that the user will not have to input more than one line. Now, if you need more than one line of input, like description or bio or something like that, then we use this, which is multi-line input box, right? So you can expand this a bit, and here you go. You have multi-line input. Write the description of the project. Placeholder is what the user sees when the page is loaded. So here you can see name, here you can see write the description of the project, right? And so on and so forth. Now the next input element is checkbox. By clicking on this checkbox, you agree to our terms and conditions. Hold the full text. Then we have dropdown. Now this could be for male, female, do not prefer to mention, right? Any of those. Or let's go to radio button. Again, similar to drop down, but these are radio buttons. You can choose one option, right? So I'll copy the values from here and paste it over here. So you can see 3 radio buttons available. Generally, you can use radio buttons if you have fixed number of options, like we have right now, male, female, and do not refer to mention. Or if you have, let's say, experience levels, right? 0 to 2 years, 2 to 5 years, 5 to 10 years, and 10 plus years. Okay. But if you have more than that, it's preferred to have drop down. But again, it all depends on how you want your users to interact with your app. The next one is date time picker. As the name suggests, it is meant for users to input date and time. This could be for date of birth, project start date, due date, or anything with regards to date and time. Input time, here it's mentioned as date. If you make it as date and time, then we have some formatting options for time as well. Next, we have picture uploader. Again, as the name suggests, this is meant for users to upload their pictures. It could be their profile image, or it could be any other image that you want users to upload. One thing you have to notice is these are the elements where you are putting the information. This is the text that you already filled in. They cannot change it. This is the image that you have uploaded. They cannot change it. Likewise for the video. These are the elements where the users are inputting the text, multi-line text. They are clicking on the checkbox. They're choosing the option from the drop-down. They are selecting one of the radio buttons, they are inputting the date and time, they are uploading the image. Now, the last one that we are going to cover today is File Uploader. Again, this is meant for users to upload files into the app. It could be project scope, description, it could be any file for that matter. It could also be resumes, portfolios, or something like that if you're building a higher end platforms. Now let's see how users can input from the front end. Click on preview and the page loads. So here I'll put my name. Here we will write VR. Here we can check it, uncheck it. We have option of choosing male, female, do not prefer to mention. Same thing with radio button. We have the date and time picker. So I'll say, let's say December 7th. And we can choose the time as well. Let's say 9. Okay. One of the things that we have to see is the file uploader has gone here. Just remove this debug mode equal to true from the link in the browser and your page will load fully, right? All of this is gone. Let me fill this again for you. So let me upload some image and let me upload the file from here. Please note, we have not added anything to save this data which the user inputs. We will be covering that in the upcoming sessions. Look at that! Your app can now take inputs from your users. It started getting real, isn't it? These features might seem basic, but these are the heart of user interaction. Tomorrow, we'll clean things up to make some formatting and design changes to take your app to the next level. Until then, keep experimenting, have fun with it, and I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to share. Your one share can change someone's life. Be that inspiration.